Hi guys, this is Eliza from TurningPointCT.org. We are at LifeBridge in Bridgeport, and we just saw the movie Borderline, which is a documentary film about a woman with borderline personality disorder. So all four of us just saw it, and we want to share some of our thoughts about the movie and about the diagnosis of borderline personality disorder. So I'm a blogger for Turning Point CT, and I also am diagnosed with borderline.
I'm Chelsea Klein. I'm a big advocate on ending the stigma for borderline personality disorder. This is the 7th screening I've attended, and I just think it's really great how raw the protagonist of the film is, as well as the director. She also has borderline personality disorder as well. And it was just great to see it again and be interactive with the audience too. And I still think there's a big stigma that needs to be broken with borderline personality disorder. When I first saw it, I got really excited and everyone was laughing. And then halfway through, when people were laughing, I was like, stop laughing, this isn't funny, this is too real. So it is a very informative film, and it's there's kind of a dualism, I feel like. There's really funny moments, but then there's really all of a sudden sad moments too. I don't know if you guys would agree with that. Yeah, like all of a sudden we'll go from laughing to like, oh man, I've gone through that too. Like when she said more Facebook friends, not real friends. You know? So, yeah. What did you guys think?
Hi, I'm Allie. I'm also a blogger at TurningPointCT.org. I thought the video, I kind of can understand where you're coming from, even though I'm not diagnosed with, borderline, but I can feel the same in other diagnoses I have, and I've watched things, like there were times where I was seeing stuff of her and I was like, well, is anybody even thinking about the whole entire circumstance, like with everything that had happened maybe throughout the day, or the emotions that piled up for months on a certain thing, I was like, I think she's justified in doing that, like I thought like that's, and sometimes it's hard for me watching documentaries when I know that there's going to be like images of maybe scars or someone when they're sick, because I've been that person that's been sick before, and when you hear people in the audience go like,
right,
when they see a scar, and it's like, yeah, like that is life. And it kind of disappoints me when there's therapists in the room, because I'm like, you're acting like you've never seen this before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I have to respect that someone's reaction, that it is what it is, but part of me is like, yeah, that's real. Like, why are you, like, please don't be scared of it, I don't know, that was something that kind of bothered me, but I remember even whispering to Eliza, I was like, oh, what, like these people have never seen a scar before, they're all therapists. Like I was like, calm down, but I don't know, I think it was cool how it was shown, and I think it definitely opens my eyes, especially as someone who's pursuing being a counselor. I think this was really helpful for me to learn something that I didn't know about, and not just textbook stuff. To you, Luca.
I'm Luca, another member of the Turning Point CT crew. I really admired how raw the film was. There definitely was there's a very extensive look into some of the daily struggles of, in general, people with, how do I say, mental illness that affects their day-to-day, life, and makes things difficult for, very, we say, normal things to do. I do think that, adding those very intense scenes of, like scars and, how the protagonist was explaining her drug usage and whatnot, I think it was helpful as an outsider, for somebody who doesn't, have experience with mental illness, to kind of get, a view or look at what that is like, because I don't have that diagnosis, but a lot of those things that the protagonist had explained and shared in the film, I had to relate to, and it helped me get a better sense of what the diagnosis for many people are like, because I was not very well informed on it beforehand.
And I guess I'll just share my brief reaction as well. I really enjoyed the movie. It's the first time I've seen it.
I was gonna
Yeah,
ask.
and I was really excited to see the film. I was diagnosed with borderline like the moment I turned 18, because I, have been receiving services like treatment, therapy, psychiatric hospitalization, the whole nine since I was like 12. And when I was a teenager, a lot of psychiatrists and therapists assumed that I probably had borderline, but I was too young to be diagnosed with it. And so initially it was kind of like this sigh of relief, and I felt kind of like, oh, okay, I don't have to jump around from diagnosis to diagnosis now. But after that, I didn't really connect too much with it. I didn't read too much about it. I did DBT for a long time. I felt like that was really helpful. But I kind of tried to, I don't know, I think I didn't try to separate myself from it, but I tried not to like sit in the feelings of it too much. And watching this movie was really nice because it was kind of like this like feeling of not being alone, and being really understood, and a lot of like really extraordinarily painful experiences were approached in a really candid and funny at times way. I mean, even the effects there was one scene where people's scars are shown, even the effects of the scene, made it easy to watch, made it okay for me to watch, and I really appreciated the way that Regina allowed Remy to like capture these really raw, really, really painful moments for this film, because as somebody who's experienced a lot of it, I really appreciated it.
Yeah, and I was just saying Remy was the director.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah,
I wasn't
yeah,
sure. Okay,
yeah,
I wasn't
yeah,
sure if you thought I was trying to
No,
remember
no.
the name. Regina's the main.
I was like, Remy?
Yeah, I was confused too. But yeah, when I first saw the film, like I said before, I had that reaction. But I really like how raw it is too. And for me, the self-harm wasn't triggering, but for others it was. At other screenings I've done. But I just can really relate to Regina so much in so many different ways. Like I still get really aggressive and intense, especially I get like not only road rage but walking rage. Like so that the one scene where she's talking about like how she would push someone over on the street. I've done that, I'm little, but I've done that. So it's just kind of creepy how much I can relate to Regina.
Yeah.
Like even my boyfriend, when we saw the film, he was like, "It's just like you," and I hope that's like you're gonna progress a little better with your DBT skills by the time if we're still together when you're 45. I'm like, calm down, that's like 16 years from now. So, but I just like how raw it is.
Yeah. And I also I think a lot of the things that were captured in the film, I've been told I was like an asshole for doing that,
Yeah.
something like that. And it's nice to be like, oh, okay.
We're not alone.
Yeah.
We're with BPD, it's part of the diagnosis.
Right. So it was cool.
Yeah.
Great. So we are going to go. Thank you all for watching. And if you want to check out Borderline, you can go. There's a website that you can visit.
Right. BorderlineTheFilm.com.
Yeah.
And then there's a YouTube channel called Borderliner Notes.
Borderliner Notes. All right. Cool. Thank you guys.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.